Hello, everybody. How are you? Welcome to Sunday. I hope you've had a fantastic weekend. It's been really busy here. I wanted to share with you some information that I actually saw this research. It's probably been a couple months ago, but I didn't have time at that point to share with you some of the application of the research. So, as you know, our family has been impacted by Lyme exposure, and we went through a season where we had a lot of health challenges. And hey, Mary Beth, you're going to enjoy this because I'm going to be talking a little bit about the three big hitters when it comes to, I miss you so much, the three big hitters when it comes to eradicating, believe it or not, eradicating Lyme. So my mom is here. Hi, Mom. Oh, yeah. So when it comes to big hitters, I love big hitters. And the thing that you should understand about Lyme, it is called, hi, Mom. It is called a persister bacteria. And a persister bacteria is exactly that, a bacteria that persists despite something basically trying to attack it or go after it. So it literally has its own DNA, and it is a bacteria that can mutate and change and hide from what it is that's coming after it. This is why some folks don't believe antibiotics can actually cure Lyme, especially in a chronic Lyme situation. That is Lyme that has been in someone's system for a while. And for that, it just depends. It could be 4 weeks, it could be 4 months, it could be a year, just depends on the perspective of the person writing about Lyme. But what you need to know is that Lyme can persist. So if something comes after it, it can hide and burrow even further in the tissues. And what it does is Lyme will surround itself almost like an igloo. It will pull other bacteria in to surround itself in a colony. It'll pull heavy metals. It will pull viruses, and it will just kind of they will cling together. They're intelligent bacteria. Like I said, they have their own DNA. And because of this, they form this little colony. Some people call this a biofilm. And a biofilm is all of that, what I just said, the bacteria, parasites, viruses, and mucus, heavy metals, all together, and many people believe this is a cyst. So if anyone said, well, you have a cyst in your thyroid, or you have a cyst in your whatever it is, this is the covering or the igloo. And they're so smart, they colonize together because they know they're vulnerable apart. So, hey, Callie, I'm talking a little bit about Lyme and biofilms and the three big hitters. So the research that I just read, and I'll post a link to the research to you, will basically explain they took 5 essential oils and took the Lyme bacteria, and they checked to see what happened. Which essential oils are actually, hey Jamie, are actually affecting this Lyme. Now, as you know, we live in the DC metro area, and Virginia is one of the top states for Lyme. There's so much Lyme here. It's been historically here for years and years and years and years. It is a big problem, just a really big problem here. So for this reason, I'm very careful when I go out. And so I have kind of a little ritual that I do. So according to this research, the 3 big hitters, do you want to hear them? Are you excited? Drum roll. Cinnamon, clove, and oregano. Cinnamon, clove, and oregano eradicated Lyme Borrelia. I mean, killed it. Dead, gone. Now that is, again, if you understand, Lyme is intelligent. It has its own DNA. It can even code with your DNA to trick your immune system to make it, yes, cinnamon, clove, and oregano, to make it think, oh, there's no problem here. I'm okay. Everything's fine. I look just like you. Leave me alone, man. I'm all right. You're all right. We'll be friends. We'll coexist. right? Well, that's what Lyme does. And it goes through every system of the body. It will travel into the brain, it travels into the thyroid, into the lungs, into the heart, into the gastro, bladder, kidneys, liver, you name it, adrenals. It is a multisystemic type of Borrelia, that bacteria, and it can affect two people totally different. Totally different. It just depends on like genetics and the virulence of the strand of bacteria, how much you were exposed to, how strong was your immune system when it came to you. There's so many factors. So there's this genetic vulnerability even. There could be stress in your life, lack of sleep, and then you have this exposure to Lyme and boom, you're hit. And most of the time people don't know that they even got bit, because it'll take several weeks for the Lyme to manifest in the system and for the immune system to actually mount a response. But part of the problem is a lot of people are walking around with autoimmune issues and they don't even know, hi Tiffany, they don't even know that their immune system's already compromised. So like I told you before, the Lyme will say, I'm good, man. Just leave me alone. I won't bother you. We'll be friends. We'll coexist and I'll just kind of hang out over here. And while your immune system's like, you kind of look like me. You kind of do look like me. Okay, I'll leave you alone. And then it mutates. And then it grows. Hey, girl, Tiffany. And it multiplies. And it reproduces in your body. And then they go out and make friends with the mucus, and they make friends with parasites, and they make friends with viruses and other bacteria, and they congregate and they get together and they stay strong. And then your immune system's like, wait a second, this is an army up in here. I want to come after you. But then they're too strong and too powerful, and the immune system's starting to pound and hit it and hit it and hit it, and that's when you get sick. And that's when your body starts having like the sinusitis and the flu-like symptoms and the rashes and the itch and the headaches and the yes, it's disgusting. And the biofilms and all that mucus stuff is protecting the Lyme. Isn't that horrible? I'm like, why did God make ticks? When I get to heaven, I'm going to ask him, because it doesn't make any sense. I don't even think he made it, but that's a story for another conspiracy type thing for another day. So back to the research. Cinnamon, clove, and oregano can help fight Lyme bacteria. Borrelia is what it's called. So what if you were able to use God's green earth to help you kill not just Lyme, but any other microbe that you are already fostering or hosting in your body? Because in my opinion, Lyme is one of the most intelligent, persistent, it just withstands so much. I mean, it just tricks. It's like a special forces type of bacteria. It's not an ordinary bacteria. So if I could use essential oils to kill Lyme, imagine what else those essential oils could actually kill in my body. Like for real. Could it kill, oh yeah, there are folks that use theirs. I can try to send you some links, Tiffany, about essential oils and your animals, essential oils and children. I use them with my kids. We use herbals and we also use the essential oils. So let me show you a couple things. Just for ordinary everyday support. So we've got On Guard. Now in the On Guard, there's cinnamon. Guess what? Cinnamon, clove, and there's also rosemary, and I think it's eucalyptus. Yep, and those are also antimicrobial. If you really want to get powerful with your oils, you can always add oregano. It is a hot oil, which means you're not going to use it all by yourself. You're not going to not dilute that. You're going to add it to your fractionated coconut oil or whatever, jojoba oil, whatever you use. Sure, Tiffany, I'll send you some links. So take your On Guard. You know what? There's a bunch of things. There's several ways you can use it. You can use your essential oils aromatically, so you can use a diffuser and just diffuse it in your home. You can breathe it. It is actually the fastest way to get the essential oils into your bloodstream. And believe it or not, that has full access to your body, including passing the blood-brain barrier and helping, can you imagine, those bugs in the brain? Sometimes I wonder. Ooh. Anyway, so we've got On Guard. We can use it aromatically. We can use it topically. So one of the things that I do every day, I take my On Guard, and I'll take my essential oil and I'll do 3 drops. I'm looking around because I'm looking for my little holder. So you'll take your fractionated coconut oil. I have these little containers, and I just 1, 2, 3 drops in my palm to 1 drop of my On Guard. Now, if you have little children, your dilution may look different, but in general, you could do 1 to 1, but I'm very sensitive. I feel like my body tells me I only need 1 drop to 3 drops. It also lasts longer. So, hey, Jessica. This is my husband's cousin or second cousin-ish, something like that, right? So we're talking a little bit about the power of the essential oils to kill specific bacteria. In this case, the research is linking cinnamon, clove, oregano as big hitters to hit and eradicate Lyme Borrelia, which is one of the most powerful bacteria. It's got its own DNA. It colonizes in the body. It has biofilms that protect it from the immune system, and you have to bust that biofilm down to get to the actual persister bacteria, which is the Lyme. If cinnamon, clove, and oregano can kill Lyme, imagine what else it can kill, especially considering how intelligent the Lyme Borrelia bacteria is. So I'm telling a little bit. I diffuse. So I put them in my diffuser. I smell them. Hey, Savannah. I also put them in a hand spray. So this is really cool. I think it's Aroma Tools. This is beautiful, isn't it? It's just so nice. If you've never smelled On Guard, it smells just like Christmas. It really has this great fall aroma. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. So I can keep this little hand spray, and all I do with the hand spray is it's water, mostly water, and then coconut oil, fractionated coconut oil, and then the On Guard, probably about 10 drops of On Guard. Now I add a fractionated coconut oil because guess what? It keeps my hands nice and soft, especially in the winter when I feel like I'm washing them more often because there's so many bugs. Yucks! Very much the invaders are out. So this is a hand sanitizing spray that I love to use. And then you could also, there are little beadlets, or you can use a veggie cap, and you can actually take these internally. Now, I know folks that use essential oils straight up to support their immune system, and in their case, they use it to help support their immune system with regards to Lyme. So, and I can do that too, I can't get into all the details on that, but I find a delicate balance with using the essential oils and herbals and different supplements to support me along my way. So here's a little roller. I wanted to show you one more. The rollers are super easy to make. I literally take my fractionated coconut oil and I will fill it about halfway, and then about 10 drops of the On Guard. You can see my little sticker there. And that's it. Put the cap back on, and then you can rub it right down the base of your spine, neck, and the bottom of your feet. It's great. And it also smells great. All right, I want to talk about another one. 'Tis the season, believe it or not, until it's about 40 degrees Fahrenheit outside, the ticks are still active. So this is called Terra Shield, and this is a natural essential oil based pest repellent. I love it because it smells great, and I'm not even kidding you when I tell you that my boys, especially little Joel, he says it smells like chocolate. It actually has it has fractionated coconut oil, ylang ylang. It has tamanu seed oil. It has a couple other things. Forgive me, my light is not super great in here. Has cedarwood, it has eucalyptus, it has listia and vanilla and arborvitae. So this is great. Again, you can add anything you want to this. If you wanted to add like On Guard to it, you can. So I make my own. I use a glass container because I'm going to be, hey Amy, I am going to be spraying this on my body, especially in the summer. And the essential oils can leach some of the plastic from the bottle, so you want to use glass when you can if you're going to be using it on your body. So here you go, and it smells great. I have On Guard, and then I have a little bit of my, it says Terra Shield right here, but I have the wrong Melaleuca. It's TerraShield, and Melaleuca is a really good antimicrobial as well. And then, if that's not enough, I wanted to share one more great tip. First, let me start with a quick story. A few years ago, we had our precious dog who had been with us for 10 years. We had some work done in our house, and a lot of strong chemicals were used. What did I say? Oh, that's a really good oil. At the end of this video, I will tell you a little bit about arbor vitae, because it is like a oil of grace, believe it or not. But I was talking about how TerraShield, which is our bug repellent, essential oil-based bug repellent, all natural, has these ingredients. And I won't go through all of them, but cedarwood is one, and listia, vanilla, and arbor vitae. There's a bunch more, and eucalyptus, there's a bunch in there. So our poor dog, after the house work was done, our dog got really sick with some kind of infection, and then we found out that our dog had cancer and passed away. And that day that we came home, the chemicals that were used to clean up after this construction in our home, it was a refurb of our kitchen, and they were putting new cabinets on, and they used a special kind of wood glue. And I went and I researched the wood glue, and they had found that wood glue was carcinogenic to animals. So they literally tested the glue on animals. I had asked the folks when they did the work, I said, here are some fans. I'd like you to open the doors and run the fans while you do your work. And I took the dog and I put him upstairs. But when I walked into my house, the smell of the chemicals was so overpowering, I said, we can't even spend the night in here. And we went and spent the night at a good friend's house, Mama J. So we ended up going back, and the smell was there, but not nearly as strong. And after that, our dog got sick. And I remember telling my husband, before I put two and two together, I said, it's like he had some kind of toxic exposure. I don't know what happened. He was shaking and limp and weak and just not responsive. And it was just like, boom, all of a sudden. And I just thought, could it be the chemicals that they used to clean up? And I looked, I asked the company, I said, what did you use? And they told us about the wood glue, and guess what? They used paint thinner to clean up and did not ventilate. And my poor doggie was upstairs in a room where they were cycling through the air that was basically full of these toxic chemicals all day long. You know how powerful paint thinner kills your brain. And we lost our dog. And after that, I started researching toxic-free chemicals. I was pregnant. And hey, Jerry May. I was pregnant, and this is a little bit later, and we moved into a home, and there was chemical polyurethane on the floors. And I just said, I know this can't be good. The fumes are so strong. And as I started researching and thinking back about what happened to our dog and the fact that we lost him after that, all that horrible chemical smell in our home, I just thought there's got to be something that's non-toxic. So I found out about a company, which they have since gone out of business, but moving forward, when I started learning about essential oils and how you can use them, and they're non-toxic and they're safe to use around your kids, they're safe to use around your pets, I was like, oh my goodness, this is awesome. So guess what? The On Guard, which I told you is antimicrobial, has cinnamon and has clove and has a few others like rosemary and I think eucalyptus, I can't remember, but it is so powerful it actually kills Lyme. And if Lyme is so pesky and so smart, it has its own DNA and it can evade any killer just about, but not the essential oils, which to me is really ironic because essential oils, guess what? They come from plants. And guess what? Plants are eaten by bugs. But they've been given this, in my opinion, God-given innate ability in its very DNA to withstand the environment, to withstand the invaders, to not just thrive the environment, not just survive it, not just thrive it, but reproduce in the midst of the invaders. And so if you take those powerful properties that are in the essential oils and are in the plants, and you distill it in a specific way that preserves the quality of that natural, life-giving, thriving, protecting, reproducing DNA, all those properties in the plants, and you're able to extract them in a pure way and use them. Is that not amazing? And at least I do. I think it's amazing. And I think it's amazing that we can connect with something that's been on the earth a way long time before I was ever here. And in my opinion, that's God's design. The essential oils are like, Mother Earth's prescription for health and wellness and reproduction. In a nutshell, that's what it is. So I love the On Guard. I love it. I use it. I have an On Guard laundry detergent. It smells amazing. I have this is the concentrate, and it only takes a little bit. When you read the directions here, it tells you, let's see here, for multi-purpose cleaning, 2 tablespoons, which is 1 ounce of concentrate per 24 ounces of water. So that's pretty good. This is 16 ounces. So basically 1 ounce this is 16 ounces. 1 ounce of this to 24 ounces of this. That's going to last a long time because this is 12 ounces. So this will make 12 bigger than this. This is 16 ounces. We're talking 12 of these, but bigger than this. 2/3 bigger, 1/3 bigger than this. 12 of these from one of these. That's a lot of cleaning. And it works. It smells great. It's not toxic to my family or to my pets. And I feel good using it. So, and it just smells great. When you come back in and you're like, it's like if you love Christmas, you get to have Christmas in your house like all the time. So who wouldn't want that? Without having to like spend a ton of money. So anyway, I will link to the research so you can see it yourself. I unfortunately can't post it at this moment, but as soon as I hang up, I will show you the screenshot from the research about cinnamon, clove, oregano. They're the 3 big hitters. They can eradicate Lyme, and I love it. I mean, if you can eradicate Lyme, you can tackle just about any other bacteria. And it's amazing that we can use these products to sanitize our hands, to clean our house, like I said, to fight off the pesky invaders by using your bug spray, bug repellent, to using the rollers just for immune support, just in general. You can ingest, you can diffuse, you can roll, you can just add it to your fractionated coconut oil and just put it on your body. I put it on the soles of my feet and, believe it or not, right on my belly. And then guess what else? I get to smell like Christmas all the time. I hope this is helpful, guys. Please let me know if you have any questions, and I'm happy to help. This month, it's a great opportunity if you've been thinking about oils and wondering if you want to get started. If you start with certain starter kits, like the Family Essentials kits, you also get $50 worth of basically free oils back to yourself, which is great. So I can help you pick some of your favorite oils. Maybe you need something for calming or for focus or for sleep. I am more than happy to help you. All right, guys, until next time, have a great night.